All right, here we go. Today we have Maryland's current governor, Wes Moore, who happens to be Maryland's first ever black governor and third black person to ever be elected as governor of any U.S. state, who some people say is a potential future president. Governor Wes Moore, welcome to Vlad TV.
Vlad, it's good to see you, man. This is an honor.
Likewise. I heard you're a Vlad TV viewer as well.
I am. That's why when I first heard I was coming here, I knew I had to actually, get a nice tie out.
Okay, that's what it is. What's actually interesting, before we get into your story, because I actually looked it up in terms of other black governors in the U.S., the first actual black governor was Pinckney Benton Stewart Pinchback, who I guess was the first governor for 35 days after the actual governor got impeached.
That's right. Yeah, so I'm a descendant of Pinchback. But and it's wild because I think that when people hear that there really have only been a handful of folks, and to your point, if you look at who's been elected, only 3 people have actually been elected by their state's population to serve as governor. It was Governor Wilder in Virginia, it was Governor Patrick in Massachusetts, and now me in Maryland. And and people look at it where it says a lot. Right. It says a lot about the journey of this country that in the, hundreds of years of this country, only 3 people, African Americans, have been elected chief executives of their state. But, I remember the morning of my inauguration, I was very intentional, where we started down at the Annapolis docks. And in Annapolis is a state capital for Maryland. And it also, the Annapolis docks down there was one of the first and largest slave ports in this country. And I intentionally wanted to start down there where we did a prayer to the ancestors, and we did a wreath laying, and then my family and hundreds of other people from all walks of life, then we marched to the State House where I was sworn in as the 63rd governor. And, and I told people that the reason that I wanted to start that way is because I wanted to honor our history. And I wanted to acknowledge that our history has been uneven and incomplete in this country. But despite all of that, we still make progress as long as we choose to make progress. And so it's an honor when people say, you're the first black governor in the history of the state of Maryland. But I'm also very clear that that's not the assignment. And, I'm here to fulfill the assignment.
Well, I also want to point out, now that Kamala Harris is the Democratic nominee, there's never been a black female governor in the U.S. ever. I mean, what we're seeing right now, and why this becomes so important, I think why people are energized is it is an acknowledgement that so much of our past has been littered with inequities, where opportunities have felt very arbitrary or miserly. And I think the thing we're seeing, both with the energy around the vice president, but also the energy that we saw when, during our race, was that they wanted people who did not just, want to be the first at something, but people who really had a vision for how you were planning on impacting the lives of the people that you're serving. And so the thing that I really respect about the way the vice president is handling this right now, and why I'm so excited for her, I'm not excited because she's going to make history. I'm excited because I believe in her vision for the future. And that's the reason that I'm all in for.